some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got time with you. All of these my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in the club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to these. See on me, see the mode. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know.
Emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On first down, it's Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Dotson with a grab over the middle. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Smith finding Dotson that time for a Washington first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, on. Let's go, yellow.
To throw on second down is Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a Redskin first down as Smith hits Crowder. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the gun, Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
15, yeah. Liz. Let's go. 15.
Again, Smith. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Orange. 52. 35. Hey, back up.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Smith throwing again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thompson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Smith now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. They'll run with Peterson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. 35. Hey, back up. Hey, slot.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Move. Gotta go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
15, yeah.
Smith on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 53 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Hey, back up. Good list. Orange.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Yeah, 52. 35.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We're go. Hey, gotta go.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gotta go. Move.
On second down, Trubisky caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Hey, back up. Let's go.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
15. 5. You got 50.
On second down, Peterson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
You guys go 52. Good Liz. Orange.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go. Set. Line 80. I'm set. Good Liz. Orange.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Caught right side, Davis. And he gets it down to the 32. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, back up. I said.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On first down, this is Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Hey, back up.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, back up. 15, yeah. Liz. Yeah, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey.
They run with Geis. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. Well, we now proceed to the start of the second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, bananas Miller, he's got it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton, 49 yards. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And he puts it through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Smith finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Smith over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Smith on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 15.
Hey, back up.
They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Here's Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
12.
And the blitz does come. Looking long for his tight end read. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Trubisky will throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Gotta go. Hands up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Cohen. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get...
Lock in.
They go play action. Trubisky. And off the deflection, it's caught. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He may try and run, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, it's Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Smith again. Being chased out left. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eddie Goldman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Jordan Reed has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith. He's going to rifle one deep. And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 35 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing again is Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting. Yeah,
they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Come on, gotta go. 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Trubisky. He hits White, complete. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's go. Lock in.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for what? That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, 60 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action with Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Off the toss, Cohen. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, gotta go.
He's going to get it running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They try again with Cohen. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it? Yeah,
they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Smith now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 52 yards. Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
18.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now Cohen. Takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the